Invictus Node Multi-NIC Configuration Adaptation Demo. This demo applies to single-node multiple NIC configurations and network startup due to the absence of network card drivers, etc. The tools you need to use this time are DiskGenius Disk Utility, Bootus BCD Modification Tool, USB Flash Drive Boot Utility, VHD Virtual Disk. Choose Ventoy here for USB boot utility. Pick your own according to your habits. First, create a VHD virtual image disk. In Disk Management in Computer Management, right-click and select Create VHD. The storage path is on a bootable USB flash drive for later testing. Named file. Hard disk size is determined by node data size. This creates a 30 GVHD virtual disk. Open the server under the node that needs to be adapted at users. Set to the operating node maintenance mode and simulated as the active hard disk. Open the DiskGenius tool to see the VHD virtual disk we created. Select Clone Disk in Tools. Cloning the active hard disk to a VHD virtual disk. Waiting for cloning to complete. Modifying BCD information for VHD virtual disks. Cloning complete. Shut down active hard disk. Open the Bootus tool and check the BCD information for errors. Selecting BCD files for VHD virtual disks. Boot disk is VHD virtual disk. Boot partition is MBR-lin. Similarly, VHD virtual disks MBR-lin. At this point, the VHD virtual disk is created. Insert the boot USB flash drive into the device that requires an adapted network card. Selecting a USB flash drive to boot. Select the VHD virtual disk you just generated. This will allow the device that needs to be adapted to the NIC to boot up. Open Computer Management and check the network adapters. You can see that the NIC driver is not digitally signed by Invictus. We need to uninstall the program and reinstall it again. Invictus driver digital signature, it's automatically tied to the perform an uninstall operation in the application and reboot. Note: remember to still boot from the USB flash drive. Select the VHD file to boot. Go to the system. Reinstall the program once more and reboot. Select the USB flash drive to boot into. Installation is complete. Check the network adapter, whether the binding is successful. You can see that you have successfully bound the Invictus driver digital signature. As a final step, shut down your computer, go back to the server and re-upload the data. Set the node of the user you just added as the active hard disk again. Open the Disk Genius tool. Mount the VHD virtual disk from which we obtained the NIC driver. Cloning a VHD virtual disk to the active drive. After successful cloning, check BCD information using Bootus tool. Check if the boot disk is active. Whether the boot partition is MBR-lin. Common principle. After the BCD information is confirmed to be correct, close the hard disk and save as a new node. Verify proper startup. The network starts up and selects the node we just created. Successful launch. This concludes the Invictus Node multi-card configuration adaptation demo ends.